And welcome to the project page video. This is the project page. This is where you're going to spend most of your time, so it's a good idea to get to know it. So what will we start with? Okay, up here we've got some buttons here. 1, 2, 3. We've got the show inspector. You've already seen that. We have the show event info line, which is this section here that shows you the file name, the description, start, end position, the length, the offset, the snap, volume, transpose, fine tune, etc, etc. We also have the show overview. Now what this is basically it's showing me an overview of the complete track at the moment, so which you can then move around. Now as you can see, there's lots of kind of free space here. So to get rid of that, if we go to project setup, I've showed you this already, but I'll show it again. At the moment it's set to 10 minutes, so if we kind of take that down to make it 1 minute and OK, as you can see it's kind of cleared up a lot of the space. So now when we move it around, oh yeah, and when we're moving this around, it's on the bottom. You've got to click on the bottom part of the square to move it, and also if you want to resize, if you see what that does, that's magnifying, demagnifying. Same if you do it for this side. So you can zoom in and zoom out to a certain section. It's all got to be done on the bottom section. If you do it on the top section, you can draw, basically that's what you use to draw another, a different size part, and then you can grab it at the bottom and drag it along. So say we wanted to see the whole section, I would go to the top. I would go to the top here, drag along, there we go. So now when I move it, you can see the whole section again. Okay. Next on this window we have the other zoom functions. Here, if you move that up and down, you can see the audio file gets bigger. Basically that's for ease of editing. If I show you what it does in the MIDI window, see, not a lot. It's only editing, audio editing. Sorry, that's kind of appropriate for it. Now, don't be fooled, because the audio file looks bigger. It's not getting louder. Doesn't make it any louder, it just makes the audio a bit bigger to make it a bit easier for editing, is all. That's it. We have this section down here, which makes the lanes bigger or smaller, and just above that you have lane presets, size presets, so we can go zoom tracks 1 row, zoom tracks 4 rows, 8, and you can then choose two rows. It's probably my favourite setting. You can select snap the track height. So basically what that means is, if I move the track height here, as you can see, it's not snapping to any setting, so it's kind of messy really. If you come here and select snap track heights, now if I move it, you'll see how it snaps. Makes it kind of neater. Here you've got zoom in and out. You've also got zoom settings here as well. So if I go zoom to locators, it will zoom to the left and right locator. If I go zoom full, it will show me the full track. Again, that's all that's there anyway, so that's all it's going to show me. There's 6 minutes worth. 3 seconds. You can also add your own zoom. So if we go in here and you say you like that zoom setting, you come here, select add, call it Mark's Zoom 1, hit OK. Now if I come here, I'll just change that. Now if I come here, Mark's Zoom 1 will be there. I'll click that, it will take me to the zoom not to the position, just to the zoom level. And you can organise the zooms, you can add, remove, whatever you like. I'm just going to delete that. Okay, what else have we got in here that I haven't shown you? Okay, we've got these two buttons here. This one here's for colour. So if you left click on that, you see these 3 extra sections that turned up. Click on that and you can choose a colour for each track. This one here, and what this does is it divides the track list. So if I click on that, and I have an up and down section, so basically you can hide the up section and work on the down section, and then you can bring this away and just work on the top section. It's handy if you've got a lot of tracks that you want to be using, or if you want to separate things like the marker track or a ruler track and keep it above everything else. But it can be turned on and off simply enough by doing that, and it remembers what was above and what was below. It's not something I use really, because I prefer to use folder tracks to keep my work tidy, but you'll find your own preference. You can also resize this window, so if it's on minimize like that, bottom right hand corner here, you can drag it up, make it whatever size you like. Doing that normally, I've kind of got it like that. I've got my mixer here like this, but of course what you can also do is, if you've got dual monitors, you can drag this window straight across and onto the other monitor as well, or you can make it just this monitor like this. You can also change the size of the lanes there, and then on your other monitor you can have the mixer and any other windows open that you've got, which is very handy. You can also, this button here tells you what the active project is, so let me just open another project. Okay, so I've opened another project now, just to tidy that up a bit. If I select tile horizontally, let me just get rid of these two and just tile horizontally again. There we go, so we've got 2 tracks here now. So if I press play by hitting space on my keyboard, as you can see it's playing this one because that button's active. If I deactivate, if I activate that one, now if I press play, the top one's active. But we're not using that at the moment, so we'll just get rid of that. I'll just hit that again and bring it back to there. So again, that's the transport panel. The transport panel, that was the last video. That was the arrange window. Familiarise yourself with it as much as you can. It's very useful to be as familiar as possible, because this is where you're going to spend most of your time. And something else I forgot, down here it shows you your project setup. So if you go to project setup, these details are listed here. So 44.1, 16-bit, max record time, I've got 54 hours, at 30 frames per second, so that's the frames per second it uses for the video, and the pan's at equal power, which was all explained in the one of the other videos. So that's it, that's the arrange window. Thanks for watching this video, I'll see you in the next one.